Welcome to Topic C2, Elements, Compounds, and Mixtures. This is the foundation of your GCSE chemistry course. We will explore the fundamental distinction between pure substances and mixtures, how atoms bond to form compounds, and the essential separation techniques you need for the lab and your exams. Understanding these concepts is critical for later topics like quantitative chemistry and organic chemistry. Let's get started. Let's map out the core ideas. A pure substance contains only one element or one compound, and it melts or boils at a single, sharp temperature. A mixture contains different substances physically combined, so it melts over a range. Elements are made of one type of atom, compounds are chemically bonded. When substances are mixed but not bonded, we can separate them using physical methods like filtration, distillation, or chromatography. Turning to your study notes, in everyday language, pures might mean natural or unprocessed. But in chemistry, a pure substance must consist of only one type of element or one type of compound. This is tested by melting and boiling points. Pure substances have a sharp, fixed melting point, mixtures melt and boil over a range. For example, pure water boils at exactly 100 degrees Celsius, but if you add salt, the boiling point rises and occurs over a range of temperatures. Remember this for exam questions comparing pure and impure samples. Now let's go through the separation technique step by step. Filtration uses a filter paper to trap an insoluble solid, leaving a filtrate. Crystallization evaporates the solvent to leave behind dissolved crystals. Simple distillation boils a liquid and condenses the vapor to separate it from dissolved solids. Fractional distillation separates liquids with different boiling points, like crude oil. Chromatography separates mixtures based on how soluble each component is in a solvent. The more soluble, the further it travels. Let's work through a typical 6-mark question. A student heats a white powder and records the temperature. It rises from 50 degrees Celsius to 80 degrees Celsius over several minutes, then stays at 80 degrees Celsius for 2 minutes, then rises again. The question, is the sample pure? For full marks, you need to state that a pure substance has a sharp melting point. Here, the temperature rises continuously before the plateau, showing the substance is a mixture. The plateau at 80 degrees Celsius is the melting of the main component, but the initial rise indicates impurities. So the sample is impure, it melts over a range, not at a single sharp point. Watch out for common mistakes. First, never say a substance is pure in the everyday sense, you must use the chemical definition, only one element or compound. Second, when asked to distinguish pure from impure, always mention the melting point range. Third, in separation technique questions, use the precise scientific names like filtration or distillation, not just filtering. Finally, when discussing bonding, remember that ions have charges due to electron loss or gain, and delocalized electrons allow metals and graphite to conduct electricity. These details earn you marks. To wrap up, remember that pure substances have a sharp melting point because they consist of only one type of particle. Mixtures melt over a range. Use separation techniques appropriately, filtration for insoluble solids, crystallization for dissolved solids, distillation for liquids, chromatography for complex mixtures. And know your vocabulary. Isotopes have the same number of protons but different neutrons, ions are charged particles, allotropes are different structural forms of the same element. Master these concepts and you will be well prepared for your exam.